We are here in the land of the free, and I was very surprised. I mean, you can tell. I'm not from this country, I'm coming from Germany. And from a country which had these experiences with National Socialism, and it was the worst. And I thought the world has learned from these experiences, and seeing like Americans walking with swastikas and with other like neo-National Socialists banners and symbols was really off-putting and frankly shocking to me. I thought really the world has learned from that, and that was my first initial reaction. I don't think there is overlap between libertarians and people of the alt-right. Students for Liberty, we have been very strong in opposing this, the rise of the alt-right, of white supremacist ideologies, and we're doing everything that we can to tackle that within society and on campus. The beautiful thing about the United States is that you have the First Amendment, and the Supreme Court hold it up time and time again. The right of communists, National Socialists, and anarchists to voice their opinions as much as they want. However, we draw the line, and the Supreme Court draws the line at the infliction of violence on other people. For the libertarian, it's a very clear thing when we could use violence, and that's only in the case of self-defense. If somebody wants to punch me in the face, I'm allowed to defend myself and my physical body. Free speech is important because if these people have a public forum and tried to put their ridiculous ideas out there, they will be challenged. And this is the best way of undermining these sorts of fringe ideas. There's a reason why only 0.02% of the American people believes in these sorts of ideas. And this is data coming from the Human Progress Project. Because very often, if they voice their opinions, there will be pushback against that from people who actually know these, like the arguments against that and the empirical data and the facts. And so free speech is foundational to having these debates, and that's the best way of tackling these ideas which are antithetical to a free society. We are an international organization. We are active in over 100 countries. We had national supremacist undermining events in Serbia. We had people from the left spit at us here in the United States and in other countries. We have seen both extremes from the communist side and the National Socialist side trying to undermine what made Western world and a lot of the world in general prosperous and peaceful. And we will take a strong stand against this. One of the oldest student groups is the LVSV in Belgium. They were founded in the 1930s. They fought National Socialists, all the brown shirts that we see now in Charlottesville. They fought against that, and many people were like imprisoned afterwards because they saw it was like a collectivist, authoritarian and statist ideology that needs to be fought. And that is throughout the libertarian history, and alt-righters cannot square that with their own belief system. And so there is not any overlap between that. Some people maybe might have claimed the libertarian label at some point, but they don't understand what they're talking about. The issue right now is, in American politics as well as on campus, is a problem of utter division. So there's no overlap between white supremacists and radical alt-right and libertarians. We are the only ideology which condemns violence, authoritarian belief, as well as big government coming from both the left and the right. We will fight against neo-fascists, neo-national socialists, communists, Antifa, if they are advocating for violence here in the United States and around the world. And we have massive experience with that. And as a matter of fact, because we have that experience, we're working right now on a more in-depth training for thousands of student leaders here in the US and around the world, so that they're more prepared to face these people who want to undermine all of our liberty. We are building bridges and have civil discourse with them. So at our main event at LibertyCon from the 2nd to the 4th of March 2018, you will be finding the head of the ACLU, Susan Herman. You will also find Johnny Taylor from the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, and people from the right. You will see the NRA tabling, people that you normally wouldn't find in one room, but you can have a civil discourse with them and try work towards a freer society. Students for Liberty is the biggest pro-liberty international organization on the planet. If you want to get involved as a student leader, if you want to just hear more about our work, or if you want to donate to our cause, please go to studentsforliberty.org. Thank you.